Yo, what is going on, guys? And today we'll be talking about the Golden State Warriors, specifically Kelly Oubre, Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Michael Mulder, and a bunch of other guys, and how this team has exceeded expectations that the media set from them, from NBA casuals fans, NBA Twitters, and right now, if they're 19-5, they're currently on a 3-game winning streak, and if I want to be honest, they would be the fourth seed if they were in the East. And yeah, you could argue that doesn't show anything, but I think that first off shows how competitive the West is and how good the Warriors are, even though they don't have Klay Thompson. It feels like they don't have the most depth in the sense that they're playing a lot more players who should be role players in starter minutes. But let's get into today's video and let me hear your comments down below if you're a Warriors fan. If not, anything just on your thoughts on the Golden State Warriors. So let's hop into today's video and talk about my man Kelly Oubre. And a few weeks ago, they were reporting that somebody else needed to step up offensively consistently next to Steph Curry earlier this month. And it seems like Kelly Oubre got the message because over the last 5 games, he's had 3 games scoring 20 or more and double-digit scoring in all 5 games. You could nitpick his free throw misses, but there's really no point because he's making solid contributions on both sides of the ball and dunking on everybody, which is always just a good morale boost for everybody. And I think it's awesome because he also had an explosion for, I think it was not 40 points, 27 points against the Hornets, where he hit every 30 shot. And I almost said 40 points, but when it was only 44 minutes against the Heat. And that's so, you guys ever do that when you're looking at statistics? You're just like, maybe I need glasses. That could be like the sign. Either way, now we're going to talk about, I love Kelly Oubre, and I think Kelly Oubre, the problem we all can agree is he's the definition of you're hot and you're cold, like Katy Perry, because sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're cold. Because yes, defensively he can do really good, like pretty much kind of like an interception of a pass and just go and slam it down. But the thing is, he does a lot of risky gambits that if it doesn't work out, he gets burned bad. And that's why Andrew Wiggins has been a more consistent defensive contributor. Let's say, like, offense, he has been better than he has for his whole entire career, but he hasn't been dropping 20 points consistently. Like Andrew Wiggins, yeah, the past 3 games he's averaged 17, 15, 16 numbers were the past 3. He's averaging 17 and a half. While yeah, shooting 46 from the floor and 35 from 3. But he obviously, I think Andrew Wiggins can be a 20-point scorer, but right now I think he's more honing his defense and just looking for good shot selection, not trying to force anything. Before I think maybe next year will be, after he has a full season in this system, he could really break out next year, Andrew Wiggins. But look, Andrew Wiggins is, yeah, you could say that Wiggins needs to do more, but his field goal percentage is up and his player efficiency rating is down 1% from his career averages. And I think he's not a bad player. He's just going to be a really good two-way starter. Harrison Barnes. I feel like he's going to be a Harrison Barnes. And I think he's a really good complement to Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and James Wiseman. And he's great. He's mentoring James Wiseman with Draymond Green. Now, it's great that Michael Mulder got extended. Kent Bazemore is a great role guy. I think Michael Mulder is a great three-point guy that they've been missing to come off the bench since back in the 2014-2015 days when they had guys like Gary Clark, who's like surprisingly was like a really good three-pointer shooter for that year. Barbosa, they had, who was really good for them that in the beginning. There's probably a bunch of other little small guys that you guys could probably tell more than me, and that were always in there who would just come out and just shoot lights out for them. Damian Lee is a fun guy. I think Damian Lee it's awesome to see him. And Eric Pascal's been really, really consistent. And I know his minutes sometimes feel like they kind of go haywire, but he's good. And I think Kevon Looney is just Kevon Looney, and he's doing what he wants. So I think Kelly Oubre has been doing great, and this team has been really willing themselves to some wins. They're 19-15. And if you look at their offensive rating, they're actually the 18th best offensive rating. But what's really getting them through is that they're the 4th best defensive rating in the league. And that's amazing. And they have the 2nd fastest pace in the entire league, which is 103.0. So 103. And that's awesome. I think this is a really good sign because obviously when they get all their players after next year's free agency, I think everything's going to gel back together. And this team's going to be a top 3 seed next year. But they're going to this playoffs, I can see them being the 6th or 7th. They're definitely going to make the playoffs at least by the 8th seed. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys did really enjoy this video. Till next time, guys. Peace out.